So, have you ever heard a business promise you could rank up in your first week? Well, that's exactly what we're digging into today. This all comes from a LiveGood training video, and it's basically a blueprint designed to get a brand new member to the bronze rank and do it fast. Let's break down how they say it works.
So here's the big question they pose, the one the whole strategy is built around. The core claim is that with just one single move, enrolling two people, you can potentially double your residual income. I mean, that's a huge promise, right? So how in the world is that supposed to work? Let's unpack it.
All right, so let's get into the strategy itself. The training lays out a super clear path. The goal, to go from being unranked to hitting that first key level, bronze. And not just eventually, but to do it at like lightning speed. They frame this initial sprint as the launch pad for, well, for everything else.
And how do you do it? Well, the core mechanic, it couldn't be simpler, really. All you have to do is personally enroll your first two people. That's it. That's the whole thing. And that one action is what's supposed to trigger the rank change and, according to them, unlock this whole new level of earning potential.
But here's where it gets interesting. It's not just about grabbing any two people. No, the strategy puts a ton of importance on those very first two positions, the ones right under you. They actually frame it as maybe the single most critical decision a new member is going to make.
So to really get why this is so important, we got to talk about a key term from the video, the 2x15 matrix. Now, just think of it like a family tree or an org chart. You're right at the top, and directly under you, there are only two spots. Then under those two, there are four. Under them, 8. And it just keeps doubling, all the way down for 15 levels. And every single person who joins your team is going to fill in the structure, starting from the top and working their way down.
And this quote from the training, wow, it really drives the point home, doesn't it? The emphasis here is that these are not just some random entry-level spots. They're being framed as the absolute cornerstone of your entire future business. And the reason is simple. Every single person who joins your team from that point on, they're all going to fall somewhere underneath those first two people.
Okay, so the structure's one piece of the puzzle. But let's be real. What about the money? Well, the training makes a very direct line between hitting that bronze rank and seeing a major jump in your earning potential. And honestly, this is the main reason they're pushing people to move so incredibly fast.
And here's the bottom line, the real carrot on the stick. According to their pay plan, an unranked member, even with a full team, can max out at around $2,000 a month. But by enrolling just those first two people, hitting bronze, that potential income ceiling just doubles. It jumps to over $4,000 a month. That's a massive difference.
Yeah, and the training video really hammers this number home. Over $4,000 a month. You hear it again and again. This figure is pretty much presented as the major financial prize you get for taking that one simple initial step of getting two people on board.
But wait, it's not just about the long-term potential, right? There's an immediate incentive too. The training explains that you get a 50% commission on the initial fee for every single person you personally enroll. So think about it. Right after you sign up your first two, you've pretty much earned back your own startup cost right there.
But what I find really interesting is that the strategy isn't just pitched with numbers and dollar signs. The training actually spends a lot of time on the more personal, more strategic reasons for hitting this rank. They frame it as something much bigger than just a business move. So let's break down their main arguments. First, they say that because your whole team grows under these first two spots, those people get to benefit from what they call spillover. This is why you're told to think of it as giving them a blessing. It's also pitched as a way to keep potential matching bonuses close to home, in the family. And to top it all off, it gives you a super quick, powerful success story you can share with pretty much anyone. And this quote, this really gets to the emotional heart of the pitch. The advice, straight up, is to enroll people you truly care about, your spouse, your kid, your parent, and to see it not as some cold business transaction, but as an act of generosity, a gift even. And this all ties into the power of your personal story, right? The video basically says that being able to tell people, hey, I hit my first rank in my very first week is an incredibly powerful tool. It helps you position the system as something different, something way easier than other programs where, let's face it, a lot of people might have struggled in the past. Okay, so we've covered the what and the why. Now it's time for the how. And the video boils the actual execution of this whole thing down into a surprisingly simple two-step process. I mean it, it's literally just two steps. Step 1, You log into your account and you find the My Website section. Step 2, you copy your personal affiliate link, they call it the tour link, and you share it with the 2 people you want to enroll, like your loved ones. And that's it. The training presents it as being just that simple.
And that kind of leaves us with this final thought to chew on. The strategy, as it's laid out in the video, seems to exist in 2 frames at the exact same time. On one hand, it's pitched as this generous gift you're giving to the people you love most. But on the other hand, it's also the very transaction that earns you a 50% commission and doubles your own potential income. So it really makes you think, doesn't it?